Hello and welcome to another episode of Wheel of Horror, the podcast where two best friends spin a wheel once a week. It chooses the horror film and they discuss it. Today we're talking about 2025's Bring Her Back, which was directed by Danny and Michael Filolopo. I'm your co-host Alec,
Eric.
and this is our post-Halloween hangover
Yeah,
episode.
seriously.
This
How you
is
feeling?
Yeah, good. Lots of stuff going on over at the Wheel of Horror podcast. I just moved, so I'm living in San Diego now, starting a new job, which I'm very excited. We'll start talking about on the podcast because it actually relates to that to some degree. So I'm in my new apartment. This is my new den. I have a den
Where is
now
your Friday the 13th poster?
in a box. Everything's in a box. So yeah, if you're just listening to this, that my audio probably sounds a little weird because I'm in a big empty room, which I'm usually not, I guess. Kind of.
Where are you usually? Tell our listeners.
I was in my old apartment, but I used to be in my closet, you
Yeah,
know.
that's what I was like, where you used to be. Like,
Yeah, but now at least, but my old apartment had like stuff on the walls, so at least a little bit more padding. This is like an empty room right now, so it looks like shit, sounds like shit. I feel like shit. It's great, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like, October is like we're going crazy. We got the Hellraiser movies and interview Daniel Harris clips and all this crazy stuff. And then it's like nobody cares in November. They're like, I don't fucking care
Yeah.
about Halloween.
It's Mariah Carey time. It's like
Yeah,
straight
it's
up going to Christmas.
yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but I hate going to Walgreens and CVS and seeing Christmas stuff up
Oh, Home
already. Like
Depot, dude. Christmas stuff's up in August.
I
August.
hate it. I hate it. It ruins it, man. Like let us enjoy the holiday that we're in, you
I,
know?
I think this is the first time I can remember year where I've seen a Christmas commercial like a week ago.
So dumb. I mean, like Christmas is fine, but like it just it's stupid.
We're so fast paced. We're
Yeah.
living way too fast.
Yeah.
It's slow it down. Listen to a Wheel of Horror episode or two and just relax.
I know.
That's my attitude. Watch a movie.
Yeah,
Slow
like
it
bring her
down.
back. Like this
Bring her
movie.
back. Yeah. I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to watch this one, though. This one was oof. If you're a parent, I wouldn't watch this one. Like
Why?
God, I can't imagine. I
All
can't
right. Well, we're
imagine.
gonna get into all of it because I'm curious your thoughts. But this wheel specifically, like this year, I've seen like every horror movie in theaters right when it came out. Like I have been super pumped to talk about it. And now that they're all streaming, you can finally kind of, see
Yeah,
them
because
too.
I'm
So
cheap. You can say it.
no, because you have a
I
kid.
just don't have time. I don't
Yeah,
have
you
time.
got a kid. So this is one that came out earlier this year. I really enjoyed it, but I don't think. Did you see Talk to Me? Did you see that one? Came out like 2 years ago.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All right, so it's about like that hand statue, and they like shake it, and then basically a ghost goes into them. And anyways, so that's these guys, Danny and Michael. I can't say their last name. It's like Philalupe or something like that, and they're Australian, and they're just like these two brothers that have been making YouTube videos for like 10 years, 15 years or whatever, and they just got really good at like
Love
getting
it.
their friends involved in special effects and all this stuff. And they made this movie, Talk to Me, a couple years ago, A24 movie, and it was so good. Like their first movie, just like a home run right out of the gate, and it was just like this is so sick. So their follow up, I was like, I'm gonna see whatever they do, and this is tonally very different from their first one. First one's like a comedy sort of. It's definitely scary. It's brutal, scary, very intense, but it's like a group of high school friends, so it's fun. This one, there's like zero comedy in this one. This one's very just like
I don't think I laughed once. I
no,
really don't think I did.
no. But I just want to give props to the Michael and Danny. Like they wrote and directed this. They're just like indie guys that just like made it work.
And it's their
So
passion. I love that stuff. That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
and dude, you should watch the interviews with them. They're like, yeah, mate, like we love making horror films, right? Like they're twins, and they are like the most like I don't even like flamboyant's not the right word, but just like so over the top and just like yeah, it was scary, right? Like they're not what you would expect.
Fuck
So
yeah, governor.
yeah,
Like,
and he's got like one of them's got like bleach blonde hair, and they're just like they're fun to watch interviews with. So
nice.
check them out. But yeah, so let's dive into it. What'd you think, Eric? What'd you think?
Oh man, it's a lot. yeah, it's still recovering. I watched it late last night, like really late, and I liked it. I liked it, but I was like, oh man, it's like one of those movies where you just want to take a shower after. Like I'm like, oh, like I don't feel good
Yeah,
because it's not a happy ending. It's really
no,
not.
no, it's not. It's there's no happy moments in this movie. Yeah, the
Yeah,
ending, we'll get to the ending, but yeah, there's one thing that like I didn't like because I like the character so much, and you're like, fuck. But
yeah, we'll talk. Yep.
yeah, but yeah, I just feel like for 2025, this movie is original, very well acted, scary. Like literally, I was watching it by myself at night too, and I was like, I'm like actually kind of scared. Like this is
Oh,
really
my
intense.
teeth hurt after a fucking movie too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
there are some really
Real bad teeth. That
gruesome,
poor kid.
dude. The teeth and then the skin,
Ah,
like
that's
I know,
yeah,
I know. There's some body horror in this, and it's all with a kid too. So you're like, that kid actor is so good. So the
yeah,
acting was great. It was really like tense, the atmosphere. So yeah, it's not perfect, but I really think for like a new horror film, this is a really good self-contained, like creepy story.
yeah. I'll read the stats real quick because you just brought up the date. May 29th, 2025, hour 39 runtime, $15 million budget, and made 39 million. Should have made way more in my mind.
Wow.
Rotten Critic was 89,
Yeah.
and the Rotten Audience is 79. I'd be up with the 85 range, I feel like in between the audience and critic. Like this is a good movie. It's not like blow your mind amazing, but I was like, this is a watch. This is a watch if you're a horror fan.
Definitely. I mean, it really, with the exception of comedy, it kind of has it all. I mean, gruesome effects, original story, actually scary. I don't think there's any like jump scares either. Like it's really just kind of like an atmosphere that's just like unsettling the whole
It's
time.
unsettling for sure. I mean, the jump scares with a lot of the body horror and like the VHS stuff. Like that stuff always creeps me out.
Oh, it's terrifying, but I wouldn't really say those are like jump scares.
No,
It's
not
not like,
really. I mean, there's the one where a character dies was like your jaw dropped, right? Like I was like, holy shit! I said that out loud. I was like, oh my God.
yeah. So we'll work through the plot because the ending is just like fuck. But
And it goes off the rails in a good way. It's like this is how you end a movie.
it just kind of feels like realistic to like what actual people would probably do. Like so many horror movies that I love and ones I don't love, the whole time I'm like, why are you doing that? Like what the oh
Yeah.
my God. And like this movie didn't feel like that. Like it did kind of feel realistic to a degree. And there's even another part, we'll work through the plot because there's so much I want to say as we go through, but this movie really made it feel like you don't have control if you're in the system like this, like being in that foster care system,
Yeah.
like that the people that put them in the care of Laura, the evil woman or whatever, and then even when they were in the care of her, that Wendy woman who set this all up, she was still like, yeah, he's saying some things. I got to come check it out. Like they don't believe him. So it's
Yeah.
like it reminded me of like Rosemary's Baby a little bit. Like nobody trusts you, but
It's
all
not
this.
like he's a criminal. Was he a criminal? Like, did
No,
he
so
shoplift? Like, it's just your parents are gone.
no, he hit his sister when he was 8.
Right.
So,
Like you're a bad kid. You're a bad egg.
well, it was on
So,
his record because I'm
yep.
assuming what happens is the little girl's name is Piper and the brother's name is Andy. And when Andy was 8 years old, he punched Piper in the eye. I don't know if that caused her to actually partial
Do they say
blindness. They
it?
don't
But like
say they don't say that.
it's like you have to assume that's what happened. If it was serious enough where it's on his record, that's that's what happened,
Well,
Dallas.
they
You know?
probably had to go to the hospital, and then they're like, "How did this happen?" And they're like, the brother hit him." So yeah, so they probably did have to put it on some sort of like record in
Yeah.
case something like this happened or CPS got involved or whatever. So anyway, so the movie basically the way it starts is there's this boy and girl, Piper and Andy, and their stepbrother and sister. Piper's younger, Andy's 17, and their father dies. He has cancer, and he slips in the shower and he smashes his head open and he dies. So they both go into foster care. We never find out. We don't know what's happened to their mother, but they go into foster care and they're going to split them up. So they're like, no, we don't want to get split up. We'll go in together.
Mhm.
But basically, Piper is going to live with this woman who works, I guess, with troubled kids. And Andy's like, I'll go with her, but it's like, but you've got some problems on your record, so it might be an issue for her, but we'll see or whatever. So the woman agrees, and they both go and move in with this creepy woman, Laura. And
Who's friends with um the service
Wendy.
woman?
She used to
Yeah,
work
Wendy.
there. She
Yeah,
used to
exactly.
work there for 20 years. She worked
Hmm.
at the same child protective service, like social worker kind of thing with this Wendy woman. So it's even weird. It like gives her the sense of like she can go around the
I
system.
know how this works. I can
Yeah.
get away with it almost.
She can go around the system. She
Exactly.
knows how to call people, who to talk to. And I notice that, dude, like the whole movie, I'm noticing how Laura is reacting. Like she's saying something terrible to Andy, and then Andy's like, hey, well, give me my phone. And she acts like, oh, he's going to hit me, sort of thing. And it's like, so she knows what to do to be like, he raised his voice, he got physical, like
And
all
she's
this.
like documenting everything, the
Yeah.
time and
And
all
she's
that.
trying to make him do this. So, like, so yeah, so Andy and Laura get, I mean, Andy and Piper get to Laura's house and they're meeting her and she's weird. She's not like crazy, but she's weird. And we find out that she had a daughter named Kathy who's also blind and died. And she's got a stuffed dog named Pom Pom, I think, and then a cat named Junkman. And the dog is stuffed. It's been taxidermied. And then she has another little boy there named Ollie, who's got a shaved head. He doesn't speak, and he's got like marks on his face and stuff. And he's a pretty unsettling looking kid.
Yeah.
So this whole scene is basically it just kind of sets the stage that this Laura woman does not want Andy there, and it's like right from the get-go. Like she's just like she takes that picture, that selfie of all of them, and she's like purposely blocking Andy's face. So it's like right off the bat, you're like, oh, she's not even like
She
pretending.
likes Piper. She don't like me.
Well, because in her mind, in this Laura woman's mind, she is trying to resurrect Kathy, her dead daughter. So Andy is an obstacle to this because all she needs is Piper, because Piper is a blind girl that she can then put the soul of Kathy into. But having Andy there adds all sorts of problems. So
Yeah.
it would probably be smarter for her to be like really nice to Andy and then manipulate him, but she's just like, nah, I'm gonna be a fucking
Well,
bitch.
if I was trying to resurrect my kid, I would have not put myself in the situation where there'd be this obstacle where A, I kind of have to hide Ollie from him, you know? So she should have just got a one foster kid,
Well,
right?
that's what she's trying to do, but
I know,
Andy,
but yeah, that's my what would I why are you doing that? You know, like he just said. Like, why would you ever take in the two kids in your situation? You need the one
well,
kid.
I think I know why. So they don't answer a couple things in this, which I'm kind of okay with, but I think the reason for that is she needs the daughter to be blind. I think she needs the because her daughter was blind. I think she also needs a blind
Oh,
girl.
so she had to get yeah. Okay,
So
so it
she's
was like a
like, if I like how
the stars
often,
aligned, and
yeah.
that's like this is the only shot she's
Right.
thinking,
So she's
right?
like, if I don't get this specific girl, it's going to be a long time before another
Hmm.
blind girl who's that age and all this stuff comes into my life. So I got to take what I can get. So she takes
That okay,
Piper.
that makes sense now.
Yeah. So the whole kind of premise of all of this is basically, yeah, Kathy dies, she drowns in a pool, and Laura's like, I have to get my daughter back. So somehow, this is something they don't answer, she comes in possession of a tape that's in Russia, and it shows that like a cult basically that is able to resurrect people. And the process is the person dies, there needs to be another person there to basically absorb their soul, I think, to keep it like on ice, like the soul on ice. You have to keep the dead person's physical body on ice. Then you have to get the new vessel, which is basically a copy of the old vessel. It has to be same gender, same age, any like major physical ailments like blindness or whatever. You need to find another vessel for that. Then the Ali character, like the temporary vessel, has to eat the corpse of the original body, so Kathy, then cough up the blood after she's eaten Kathy's corpse into Piper, and then the soul will go back into Piper, Kathy's soul. So that's what she learns from these videotapes by watching
Did he
them.
also have to eat Andy? Was that part of the whole thing?
No, Andy has nothing to do with any of this.
Okay,
Andy's
and
just an innocent bystander who's
and
kind of
how does Ollie get dispossessed? How does that work?
I don't know. So that's the thing. So she had to get another vessel. So she kidnapped this kid, Connor, and she calls him Ollie, which is her actual nephew's name. So I think she was doing that just in case she ever said, "Oh, I've got Ollie here." People would just think that's her nephew for some reason or whatever.
Hmm.
So I don't know why or how Ollie gets possessed or, is like that or whatever, but that's one
I
thing I
think there's
don't
like a
know.
little seance thing they show, so I'm wondering if she did one and then
She must have done
got,
something to him, and
yeah,
the
got him
and
possessed.
she puts that circle around her house, so he can't leave the circle. So her house is basically like this insulated, like demon kind of like breeding ground where she's got everything set up. Now she's got the new vessel, Piper. So
Well, he
Ollie,
he can leave the circle, but you have to keep him in the
he
circle.
freaks out though. Because earlier when his are fucked up, Andy takes him out of circle and he starts screeching and drops to the ground and he's like, "Fuck, what's wrong?" And then he gets back inside and he's fine. And then later at the end of the movie, he does the
Yeah.
same thing. And luckily, once he's out of the circle, the
I
curse
think
is
he's
broken.
always trying to get outside the circle, and Laura's trying to keep him in.
Maybe because like he's so out of it this whole movie that you're like, what's going on with him? Because
And you
he's
feel like it's a ticking time bomb. Like there's no
yeah.
time. You are this that he is also deteriorating, Ollie, being
Yeah, oh,
possessed.
big time. Because he starts to freak out and attack her. So then she has to do this like circle thing that she sees from the videotape to like bring him back basically
Yeah.
to being this like subservient kind of corpse thing. So yeah, it's really she probably should have just have like Ollie locked up in a room somewhere, like waiting for the whole
Which
Piper
she
thing.
does. She
Kind
does
of, but
at one point.
it should be like in a basement, like really tied up. But
Like
anyway.
Butter's in a basement in South Park, kind of,
Like,
right?
yeah,
Like
like literally, because he's just kind of wandering around the yard sometimes. She's like, Ollie, what are you doing? Um, but yeah, so Andy gets this like really shitty room that like the door doesn't shut, and Piper gets Kathy's old room and all this
mm,
stuff, and Laura's just mean to Andy the whole time. She's trying to make him look unstable. She's going through his phone. She's dumping urine on him at night when he's sleeping to make it seem like he pissed himself, and also it forces him to take a shower, which is something that he's uncomfortable with because
yeah.
he saw his dad die in the shower, and now he's just like relives that in a weird way. Like so, rain affects him, the shower affects him. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna make him super uncomfortable. I'm gonna make him think he's pissing himself, so he's emotionally unstable. And then the shower should elicit these memories in him.
She's a real piece of work, that
She's
woman.
super manipulative, and then they get to the funeral, the father's funeral, and we learn, I guess, a little bit before this, Andy's dad was really abusive to Andy, but not to
Hmm.
Piper. Piper is his stepdaughter, and Andy explains it like my dad found the family he always wanted, and I was kind of just this like leftover baggage
Yeah, and they
from.
have that scene where they're getting drunk and partying.
Right. So that's later in the night. But basically, I just wanted to preface the funeral and all that stuff with saying that like he can't even look at his dad's body, and it's not because he's sad. It's because he's like I don't even want to like look at this guy who used to beat the shit out of me all the time. And Piper thinks he's this amazing guy, and my stepmom thought he was this amazing guy, but whenever they weren't around, he would just beat the shit out of me. So they're at the funeral. Piper's like, "How does he look?" And he's like, "He's good." And he's like looking everywhere but at that. And they also have this little moment called grapefruit. So whenever they say grapefruit, it's like, "Hey, like I'm your brother, I'm your sister,
I
like be
love you. Yeah,
honest."
that's
Yeah.
our word.
So
But like,
yeah.
did they ever explain what grapefruit is?
No, they never do, but I think you can kind of fill it in. It's
Yeah.
like I just took
It's
it
like
as
koala with us. We say koala all the time. Koala.
oh yeah, koala. Yeah, right. Yeah, I
Alec.
just think it means like, hey, like you can trust me, like you can
Yeah.
just be
Like,
honest.
hey, like we're in the nest, you know?
Yeah, in the funeral parlor. Uh, so then this is the creepiest thing that also I don't understand this, but this was really creepy. She like Laura makes what's his face? Andy kiss his dad on the lips, his corpse on the
Yeah.
lips. And he's like, it's custom. And he's like, no, it's not. And I don't want to do this. And she's like, yes, you will. So she does it, and she also cuts a piece of his hair off. That's
It's
the only thing
part of the ritual, it
I
sounds like.
guess, but why him? So I don't really I didn't love that because I genuinely am like, is it important that it's him
She
or
has to feed it to Ollie,
but
right?
why hair?
It's
And
just the part of the whole satanic bullshit.
maybe I missed something, but I'm like, why the dad? Why like I don't know.
Because it's like a bloodline to
But it's
Piper's
not. That's not the bloodline because Piper's
yeah,
his
I
stepdad.
know.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
that's a stepdad. Maybe it's his half sister, but I think it's his stepsister. But
I think they said stepsister. So
yeah,
that is a little extra for this. Maybe that wasn't needed, but I guess it's just like this is the satanic ritual. You have to keep doing this kind of stuff.
yeah. So Laura cuts off a part of the dad's hair from the funeral and then feeds it to Ollie later. But I don't know what that meant. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, so then yeah, you're right. You were saying earlier they get drunk. So this was a scene where I'm like, okay, actually Laura. She's doing it to make them vulnerable, though, so that she can find out more information. Like,
And get into Andy's head even
yeah,
more. A
yeah.
hundred
It
percent.
makes it seem like, wow, you know what? Like maybe she actually is being a good day. Like, she just went to their dad's funeral. Like the kids are clearly they're not doing well.
This is turning a corner. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
this woman is a piece of work.
She's really bad. And the saddest thing is it's all under the guise of her daughter died. So she just wants her kid back. But it's like you can't ruin like nine lives.
It is literally Pet Cemetery on steroids.
Yeah, yeah,
It
exactly.
this isn't like you just bury your kid in a cemetery. This is hurting, murdering,
Yeah,
taking other. So she is really bad. Where in Pet Cemetery, the dad just wants his kid back, and
yeah.
there's an easy way to do it.
Yeah, there's no victim in that Pet Cemetery really, but in this
Yeah,
it's like
it's like at what cost? At
yeah.
what cost? You
Yeah.
know?
And also we don't ever really see what if it all worked out, like what would have Kathy really been like? Like would she have been like a demon still or would she have
I don't think it would have ended very well, honestly. I
no,
think
no.
sometimes dead is better.
But yeah, you're right. I definitely got Pet Cemetery vibes, definitely towards the end. But yeah, so the one night they get drunk and it's a little much though. I mean, how old do you think Piper is? Like 12,
Oh,
13?
they had, I mean, the amount they were taking. I mean, they are Australian though, not those bastards drink. I know that. You know that.
I don't think a 13-year-old could do shots of liquor for her first time and not be like,
Oh, you're gonna
boom.
have a bad time. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, we were 16 when I got like drunk for the first
Or
time.
six pack
And
we
that was a
had
six pack
each.
of beer. She's
Sam
doing
Adams.
shots of liquor. It was vodka and I think a dark liquor first. So it was like different types of liquor. And I'm like, this girl's gonna be destroyed after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they all get drunk, and then Andy and Laura have this conversation where Laura is basically just mining for information about Andy and how he feels so that she can use it against him later. And I'm like, God, this woman sucks. Um, and then Laura takes Piper out, so they just leave for the day. And Andy's like, you know what? I'm gonna like find out what's up with Ollie a little bit. So they try to have this conversation, and Ollie's just like sitting there or whatever. And he takes a knife and just stabs it into his teeth and is like bashing at the.
I gotta admit, I looked away.
I
I
did
looked
too.
away.
I did too.
I looked away like a little bitch, Alec.
It's so
I can't
graphic.
do that stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I can't
Can't.
either. I don't like that. I mean, literally just taking a knife and just stabbing his teeth, and you're just like, ah, okay, okay. And it's a little kid, and he's so
No,
good.
imagine Andy though, like when that's happening, like, bro, what are you
He's like,
doing,
his
dude?
smelling's not free. You got to tell me. So. He's like, oh my God. And he just like runs over. Yeah, like, yeah. So then he rushes him outside because he's like, fuck. And then literally, once they cross the little circle around the house, Andy just loses his, or not Andy, the kid. Oh my God, what's his name?
Ollie.
Ollie just loses his shit and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And he's like, "Fuck." So then, as that happens, though, Piper and Laura pull up and she's like, "What did you do to him?" And he's like, "I didn't do this."
I know.
So she goes in, she does the circle thing on him, calms him down. And it just continues to progress from there. I mean, creepy stuff starts happening. Andy keeps thinking he's pissing himself. Then he punch, or I can't remember what order this happens in.
They get in a little, little brawl, and Laura's like telling him like I got all this stuff on you pretty much, and he pushes her against the wall. He does put his hands on her, but and Piper's screaming at him and like
This
Andy,
is way
is that way
later though.
later?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
that's way
No,
later.
before that though. So Andy, she like sprays herself with Andy's cologne. Okay, so this is after. So what happens is Piper, oh my God, sorry, what's his name? Jesus, Andy. Andy slips in the shower too. He
Right.
slips and he has to go to the hospital. And while this is happening, Ollie is going crazy. He's like, I need food, basically. So she's like, all right, we're gonna get this done like soon or whatever. So Piper is she's home, Ollie is home, Andy's in the hospital. Then that night, Andy gets home from the hospital. She sprays herself with Andy's cologne or body spray or whatever, and then punches Piper in the face. And Piper's
Yeah.
eye is like all fucked up, and she blames it on Andy. She's like, he smelled, or when Piper was sleeping, she smelled your cologne, Andy, and it was you. And he's like, I didn't fucking do that, and like all this stuff. So then the scene you were just
Right.
describing,
Right.
he like gets up and punches the wall or whatever. So she's got all the
Which
ammo.
shows his restraint in a situation like this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he imagine you're in Andy's shoes. Like you would want to kill you. You hit my sister.
yeah,
I didn't do anything.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Andy must have been like, and he
yeah.
didn't hit her. He's like,
And
I didn't hit you because I know what you're doing now, kind of. Not
yeah, I mean,
totally.
dude, because the thing is, when you're a 17-year-old boy, like you do not know your own
Oh, your
strength.
testosterone's out of control, your hormones, everything.
You can't control your emotions properly. Like you are different. You're like a friggin' baboon. Like you're just a
But
monkey
the
running
fact that he
around.
punched the wall, he punched right through it. It was
Oh yeah.
like,
Well, he's working out the whole time. She's like, "You're on these steroids." He's like, "It's creatine," like all this stuff. And yeah, so she's been putting him through the ringer, and Andy, for the most part, has kept it together, considering like he's had an abusive father. Both his parents are dead. He's always felt unwanted, and now he's trying to keep the only thing in his life that he has is his sister, and this woman's
right.
trying to ruin this relationship. So yeah, he's got every right to be upset. So he runs away, right? He goes to
No,
Wendy.
he goes to Wendy, but
Yeah,
because he's like Ollie, like and like just like I this is happen. He wants to confront it right away too.
yeah,
He gets to the place and he sees the missing person wall,
yeah, yeah,
and then that's the big moment in the movie where he's like, "Yeah, gotcha, bitch."
yeah,
Takes the poster off the wall, brings it to Wendy, and explains like she has this kidnapped child and this missing child and all this stuff. And Wendy's like, all right, like this is it, bud. Like you're gonna get restraining orders. You're this is it. Like your last shot right here.
yeah.
So Laura also was bit by Ollie too at this point,
Well,
right?
yeah, so basically Laura drops Piper off at this like game for blind
Yeah,
people.
it
It's
was
like
like
a
a
ball
ball.
game. Yeah.
Yeah,
So she's there so that Laura can get the whole ceremony ready to go. So
yeah,
she's like, "All right,
and clean the
Andy,
house because she knows Andy's coming back probably with Wendy.
she didn't know
Or
that
not yet, not
until
yet,
she didn't
yet.
know that yet, but she's basically in Laura's mind. She's like, okay, Andy's freaking out. He just punched the wall and he got in his car and drove away. I don't know where he's going. I got to get this going
It's
now.
starting to spiral.
So she's
Yeah.
like, all right, so I'm gonna get Ollie ready. I got to drop Piper off so I can get this all done without her knowing what's going on. Because what she's gonna do is she's gonna drown Piper in the pool the same way that Kathy died in the pool. So she's like, all right, I got to do this now. I got to get Ollie to eat Kathy's corpse. We got to do all this now. So that's happening. The scene you just talked about with Wendy and Andy, and she's like, "Fine, fuck it. Like I've known this woman for 20 years. She would never do what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like fuck you. You're an idiot." So they're going to the house, and on the way over there, Andy calls Piper and he leaves her this like really emotional
Yeah.
voicemail, and he's
God
like,
damn, he
he
shouldn't have
ad-
done that.
he admits everything. He's like, "I hit you when I was 8, and it's the worst thing I've ever done. I felt bad about it my whole life. I love you. Like all grapefruit, all this stuff." And the woman in the car is sitting there like, "All right, all right, all right." So they go over to the house, and as they're going, God damn it, I can't remember how Laura finds out that they're coming. But anyway, so on the
She
way there,
listens to the voicemail.
oh, that's right, she has Piper's phone. She listens to the voicemail, right? And you hear Wendy in the background, like, "I'll figure out what's going on," sort of thing. So she knows that Wendy's coming too. So before that, though, fucking Ollie goes crazy and he's
Yeah.
out of control now. And she's like, "I can't control this kid." He's eating his own hand.
This is spiraling at this point. Like it's
Yeah.
like this is getting r real. Like
Yeah. So Ollie literally is eating his own hand and like peeling like the skin off
you don't
his
have to
own
say it. You
hand.
don't have to say it.
And then he bites Laura. And she's like, "Ah!" She's like, "Get away from
Oh,
me."
and
And
that was a gnarly bite too. She's gonna need to go to the doctor.
Oh, definitely. She was bleeding hardcore. And then you're right before, this is one of the scariest images in the whole movie, I think. But when Andy's freaking out and punching the wall and stuff, he's like, "What the hell's happening to him?" And he takes his phone out to go film Ollie in the yard. And I don't know if you saw the way the rain was on the window, but he had horns. He had like devil horns
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
1 second. I was like, "Oh shit." So that was sick. And then, yeah, so Ollie's losing his goddamn mind. Wendy and Andy are pulling up, and Laura's like, "Oh my god, if I don't fucking do this, I'm gonna lose everything." So she cleans up her apartment super fast, which still it looks like shit. And Wendy
And
comes
she's
in.
bleeding, like
She's her,
bleeding
yeah,
out pretty much. Like
yeah. She's definitely gonna die if she doesn't go to hospital. So, but she's like, "This is it. It's this or I'm gonna die." So, yeah, all this happens where Wendy comes in. Then she's like, "All right, I
things are
guess."
calm. Things are
Yeah,
calm.
everything looks
Like
okay. And then Andy jumps out of the car and goes to see
he
what's
knows. He
in.
knows like I'm gonna let out the reveal. Like I gotta pull it out. Even though she told me to stay in here and this is my last shot, he's
Yeah.
like, I know what I need to do to prove. I need to get Ollie.
Yeah. And he knows where Ollie is because he knows about that like chicken coop, whatever, the
Yep.
garden or whatever. So he goes there, breaks the lock. It's raining, so they can't hear that he's out there. He sees Ollie eating the
Also, he's
corpse.
uncomfortable by the rain.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh
it's
yeah.
all this like as a viewer you're watching this you're like fuck Andy man. Like Andy dude.
Yeah, his
Like
life
you feel
sucks.
like
His life is awful. But so he sees Ollie eating the frozen corpse of Kathy. So that's all going according to plan. And then Wendy sees that she's bleeding and she's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then Andy's like, "Get out here, Wendy. I need your help, like Wendy." So then immediately Laura's just like, "Oh, you're my friend.
trying to
Like I've known
restrain
you
her. Yeah, and
forever."
she's
Like,
got blood on her face at this point and
yeah.
she's like, "Okay, something is up.
Yeah.
Something's up."
And it's just
And
funny
and
seeing like two older women like fighting. She's like, "Get off of me." She's like running.
oh, an old Australian woman, don't mess with them. Like,
She
oh
looked
no.
like she could be like a linebacker.
No
She's like, "Let's
shit, dude. I
go."
wasn't. I was like, no, Laura, you better back off. This
Yeah.
woman will fucking deck you.
Wendy does not look like she did
Wendy,
shit.
there's the beef.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So she like goes out to Andy. She's like, "Oh my God." And like all this is happening. So then Laura's like, "Well, I guess I gotta kill him." So she gets in her car and just nails Wendy with the car.
No, 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 no,
Nail
no, 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 no. She's like, slow it down. This is the biggest part of the movie. Wendy
what?
sees Ollie eating the corpse.
Kathy, yeah.
Yeah,
And she's like,
and
"Oh my fucking God."
yeah, and she's like, and she tells him, "You did it. You proved it to me.
Yeah.
Let's go." They run out, and Andy probably has a sense of like, thank God, like we're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna get out, and all of a sudden you hear that car rev in the background, and it's Laura, and she slams into both Andy
Yeah.
and Wendy
Yeah.
into the car. Wendy is absolutely eradicated, dead. Like that was visually amazing. I don't know how they did that, but I was like, oh my God. I literally was like, oh, gasping. Andy is hit, and I'm like, he probably died too. He's not good. He's not good by that shot. And then it cuts to Andy like breathing. He's hit, probably paralyzed, and he's alive. And then what happens?
In a puddle, his face in a puddle, and she drowns him.
Yeah.
And the first time I saw this in the theaters, I was so upset because I was like, all right, because
I
he
loved Andy. I
he
felt like
really dies
so
there.
bad for
I know,
Andy.
like I didn't believe he was dead, and then when the movie ends, you're like, fuck. But here's one thing I thought was gonna happen the first time I
He was
saw
gonna
it
come
too.
out. He was gonna come out and save the day.
No, I thought he was gonna get possessed by Kathy because he drowned. That's what I thought was gonna
Oh
happen.
shit.
So but then I think it was like, oh no, it needs to be a girl, it needs to be all these other things. But initially I thought
Yo, pro
accidentally,
tip though, if someone's drowning you, just pretend you drowned really quickly.
sure, yeah,
Hold your breath, pretend you drowned,
yeah.
and then wait for them to start releasing, and then fucking go.
But like seriously, I know this doesn't happen. How sick would that have been if it fucked up Laura's plan by drowning Andy? That the soul went into that. Like I know that's
Well, that
not
could have
what
been a
it.
final. That could have been a final shot where, the cops show up. Andy's in the puddle. They see Laura. They're calling all the paramedics, and all of a sudden, Andy sits up.
I thought that would have
Like,
been a cool thing. It does kind of screw up the way they set the lore up or whatever, but I still would have been like that would
but
have
the
been.
ritual never happened. The Ollie would have
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah, I know. So no, but like the first, but before, because I've seen this now. I think this is maybe my third time or second, but Now I pay attention a lot more, but the first time I was like, "Oh shit, is he gonna
Yeah.
get possessed now?" And like she's gonna get so
Well,
mad that
that's
she's
why it's a good
possessed.
movie because it keeps you guessing, and it could have gone 20 different ways.
I'm
Imagine Wendy and Andy get out, and they're figuring out, let's call the cops, let's call the cops, and she's still doing the ritual, and there's a huge like showdown at
yeah.
the end. Like
Oh yeah.
it could have done 50 different things, but the car was like, oh my God, and then the drowning in the puddle. Andy, like you just feel like fuck Andy, like
Yeah.
that
And
is not a
then
good life, man.
but then it's not over because Piper's still alive and
Yep.
she's like, sweet. So now I'm going to do the ritual. So she goes and picks up Piper, and Piper's coach is like, hey, I got to talk to you about her eye. And she's like, get the fuck away from us. And she's like,
Not
oh my
now.
God.
She says like
Yeah.
not now or
Yeah.
something
No,
like
no. But
that.
it's so
Like
like, she's like, barks at her. And they get back to the house and it's raining. And Piper's like, what's going on? And basically, she's like, I'm going to have to drown you, Piper. And she's like, what? And she tries to
Piper
do it.
throws something
Yeah.
at her,
And it
hits her
like,
right in the head.
yeah.
Reminded me of the Babadook with that kid who's just always throwing shit and stuff. That scene
Uh,
was like, I mean, that was probably the first time I laughed, honestly. That's the only time I laughed when she was hit by like a can of soda
Oh,
or something.
I thought it was funnier when Piper runs and just goes right into a wall. And
Yeah, that was
yeah,
sad though. I was like, oh.
yeah. So she's out for the count and she's trying to drown her. Ollie's in the pool. Like it's like all hell is breaking loose,
Well,
basically.
before that, she feels Andy's face, which is like such a sad
Oh
scene.
yeah. She's like grapefruit, and she's like touching his braces, and you're just like,
And she
oh fuck.
realizes like he's dead as shit. Like,
Yeah. Well, and also the one other thing that we forgot about this whole movie is Andy keeps saying like, "Oh, like if you see an airplane like at a funeral or if you see an airplane anywhere like someone's soul is like going it's going to heaven or whatever." Like it's kind of something he said about like the dad and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And then at the end you see an airplane fly overhead as Piper's looking up or whatever. So yeah, so she finds her brother dead. He really is dead. And then Wendy, or not Wendy, Laura drags her into the pool. And they have this like final confrontation. She gets away. You think she's gonna get drowned.
No, it's different than that.
Oh, she gets keeps getting held underwater. She's kicking, and then what happens? Is it Ollie? He like bites
The,
her, or what happens?
probably the one
I
of
can't
the other
remember.
bigger parts of the movie, she screams out "Mom."
Oh yeah. So she's like, "Mom," and
And
then
then that's when she realized, what have I done?
I guess yeah, because she kind of gives up then in a weird way. She like doesn't go through with it. Yeah,
She realizes like
it's not even worth it.
this I'm a mom.
Yeah, I'm a momster now. Like,
Yeah.
I,
And
because even yeah, that's the thing. Like, even if you get Kathy back, like you're still a fucking horrible person. Like, how are you gonna live with yourself for all of that? Like, like
well, she gets so hit with grief at that point and gives up. And then she like, did she already bring Kathy's body into the pool? Did that already happen?
I think so. I think, God damn it, why I just watched
No,
this last
no, I
night.
think she lets Piper go. Piper runs off and gets picked up by a car.
Yep,
Ollie's just, she's like, I don't even care about this
he
fucking kid anymore.
escapes. He
He gets
he
out of the circle, starts having like a seizure,
yeah.
comes back to Ollie, which he's a banged up Ollie at this point. Like teeth are gone, cut up, eating his arm. Um,
But the police ask
oh
him, they're
man,
like, what's your name? And he's like, Connor Bird. And he's like
Connor
able to talk
Bird.
and know who he is. So he'll be okay, we think. And
He's gonna
then,
be messed up though for physically, dude.
yeah,
Like,
no, he's a mess.
gonna need them dentures.
Definitely. But then Piper looks up at the sky and she sees the airplane going overhead and she's like, that's my brother, sort of thing. And her life's
Yeah.
gonna be terrible, I mean, literally, it's like her entire family will
Well,
be
I mean, this is probably gonna be the biggest murder case in Australian history at this point too. Like, if you look at it in the future, like Ollie's gonna have his say what happened. They're gonna find the VHS tapes in the house.
Mm.
Andy, all this stuff. They're gonna prove that he ate people. It's gonna be imagine the aftermath of this.
Yeah, I
And
mean, they'll find
Is
Wendy.
Laura still alive at the end? I think
Yeah,
barely.
I think
I
she's still
think
alive.
yes,
Uh, oh yeah, because of that gash from Andy's or
she's
from the
bleeding
bite.
out
Yeah,
and she's been in a pool for it looks like 2 hours at this point. Could be
yeah.
hypothermia. So I hope she's alive and she gets what's coming to her. But it makes me think like, yeah, she is grief stricken and just dies with. Kathy there too, but I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
left up to interpretation, which I like. You know, like that's the thing. I'm starting to come around to movies that as long as they're confusing for the right reasons, like they just don't say like, "Oh, this is how Laura got the tape and this is all about the cult and we'll tell you everything about." It's like I don't need to know that. Like we're focusing on Laura and what she's doing.
Mm.
So I don't know if I need to know how she learned about the ritual, how she got access to the tape, like all that stuff. Is
No,
she
we don't
dead
need
at
a
the end?
sequel. No fucking sequel. No,
No,
none of
no,
that. Yeah,
no.
exactly.
I think that this was a really good self-contained story that doesn't answer everything, but everything kind of makes sense still. And
Yeah.
every time I watch it, I like it more. Like so, this was
I'm
one of my
gonna I'm gonna
favorite.
rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it again.
Now,
Yeah.
knowing what you know now, the second time is it's even better. I genuinely really like these directors. I'm looking forward to the rest of their career. I thought the acting in this movie was fantastic from
Who was
everybody.
your favorite actor?
I mean, the mom, or not the mom, Laura, she made me so angry. And like, I feel like I've met people like her before. So, like, I think her acting was so good that it like made me upset. But dude, Andy and
I
Piper
was gonna
for
say
being
Andy.
kids, for being like
I was gonna say
children,
Andy's Andy. I mean, when you come to casting, if you don't have the right Andy, the film's a mess.
dude, I'm so Eric, I'm telling you, 28 years later, when we cover that one, that kid too, I'm like, these kid actors today.
Well, Ollie's great, but I think like yeah,
Dude,
with the right.
Ollie's so good, Eric, for what he
Yeah,
does, for
yeah,
what he
true,
does.
but the way I was watching Andy and I just felt like
They're
literally
all
felt
good. There
I
just need to be a
felt Andy
best.
I felt Andy's pain though
Yeah. Dude,
watching
Eric,
this.
everybody, dude. Like,
Yeah.
even though
True. The perfect casting.
Laura
Totally.
sucks, but like you can feel her pain and her reasoning for doing this too. Like, even though she sucks, and even though Ollie doesn't talk very much, that kid, like the shit that he had to go through
Hmm.
and do as a child, like I just thought the acting in this movie, they're all great. Like I don't think there's like a weak link.
There's no one I would recast. I'll say
No,
that.
they're all
Yeah.
great and they all play a unique, different like part of it. Like I really like this movie. I don't
I'm
know.
starting to like it a lot more.
Dude, it's there's so much going on, but it's also self-contained at the same time. So I don't know. It's there's a
Did I also did you want to hear my like what else I thought was gonna happen at the end?
yeah, yeah.
Immediately like you see like Ollie eating things, you know, blood everywhere. I just thought it was gonna be like a big like try Outback tonight. And it just ends like that.
So like when your refrigerator is destroyed by a demon, baby, there's always Outback. You're like, oh yeah. Yeah, because he's just going through the refrigerator, like ripping everything out of there, like trying to. Dude, then he bites the fucking table and like the wood cracks and he's like biting wood. And I was like, ah,
I
this
mean, I think
shit.
Outback Steakhouse is missing out on a great commercial.
Well, I
Imagine.
don't think a lot of Australians eat at Outback Steakhouse, but
Try Outback.
wait, what was the other thing too? The yeah, the eating the wood, but there was something
Oh,
else
the
that
woods. Oh,
oh,
stop
oh,
it.
no, but just the makeup on Ollie, dude.
Yeah, it was
Like
good.
genuinely terrifying, especially towards the end when it's like he's all bloated and he like looks to his
He
left and
has
he's got
like a hangnail. Oh,
dude, he
God,
just
I
looks
hated
like
all of it.
a demon, like a corpse demon, but it
That
looks
poor kid,
real.
the poor Connor Bird is just waking up like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, dude, I think you're the last person I want to be right now. Like,
Yeah. Well, I highly recommend this movie. I think that if you want to get scared and
feeling comfortable. This movie has a lot of it's a top tier horror movie, honestly.
yeah, it's elevated horror, as they
It
say.
is. Welcome to 2025.
A24, baby.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I don't know, Eric. What do you say you spin the
Let's
wheel?
spin the wheel. 28 years later.
Oh, hey. Look, we were just talking
It's
about.
right here. It was
Yeah,
next to
yeah.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. That's awesome. So, yeah, this is another new movie this year. I'm so excited for you to see this one. We got a lot of good movies coming up on the wheel. So,
Sinners, like Adam's
Weapons.
Family, Weapons,
Yeah, dude.
like
Weapons, Sinners, 28 years
Adam's
later.
Family.
Those are like, all right. All right. Anyways, I'm so
What a year
excited.
for horror.
Best
Happy
year.
Halloween again. Hope everyone had a great Halloween. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening to our discussion on Bring Her Back, and we will see you next week with 28 Years Later.
Woo!